G'day, Damon Olsen from Nomad Sport Fishing. Look, if you told me a year ago I'd be sitting here filming this video, I probably wouldn't have believed you. We've used a lot of fishing tackle, obviously over the last sort of 15 years, doing fishing charters on the Outer Barrier Reef and Coral Sea. I'd like to think we've probably seen pretty much everything that there is out there. We've certainly tried pretty much all types of tackle and seen everything getting tested. So around about a year or so ago, we went through the process of really trying to identify what was the right type of gear to be using on charter. We've had a lot of problems with tackle over the years, really not lasting. One of the key issues for us is that we're in a really remote area. We've got to be able to service a lot of the gear ourselves. The boat will leave port and be away in the middle of nowhere for 4 months on end. So, we need gear that lasts, and we need gear that is relatively easy to service ourselves if there is a problem, but primarily stuff that stands up to the task. Typically, this is the type of thing that we're getting sent back from Odyssey to the office. It'll be a box with 20 odd reels in it that are all pretty well cactus, and we've got to then organise to either get them sent off service somewhere or fixed, or get gear back on the boat that works. As you can see, there's all sorts of issues here. Bail arm issues, there's main gear issues, there's general corrosion, and it's not specific to any one brand. We're not trying to sort of bag anything here. The point of this is to really explain that we've had a real big problem getting gear that is up to the challenge of what we're doing on charter, and finding product that lasts. We've really tested everything in the market the last year out on charter, and it's a pretty harsh environment out there. There's a lot of salt, there's a lot of big fish, the drag's getting used, the gears are getting hammered, and really the end result that I wanted to talk to you about was the Penn Slammer IIIs. And I know a lot of people watching this might be thinking, wow, that's really, Penn Slammers. Yeah, we took an open mind and said, hey, what's going to be the best gear that we can use for the people who are coming on charter that's going to last, so that we can give everybody a top quality piece of gear that's got a great drag system, and effectively it's going to last. These were just so far ahead of everything else in terms of durability. To give you an idea, these were lasting 4 months without really being touched or serviced or having anything done to them. The drags were lasting 4 months. Some of the other far more expensive products were literally after a month we were having massive problems with them. This is what we're going to be using on on all the Nomad Sport Fishing trips, certainly for the next year for 2018. We just can't argue with the results. They've stood up to everything we've thrown at them. The guides have loved them. The guests that were using them last year loved them. So that's really just an explanation on why we are using this. So when you come fishing with us this year, or if you see photos of this gear in action, you'll know why we're using it. It's really can't argue with the results of testing.